Dead Rabbit, you know, we want to be a modern representation of what Ireland is, but we're in this incredible city that's thriving and changing every day. So we want to still be aware of where we are. My name is Aidan Bowie. I'm originally from Scotland, but I've lived in New York probably for around 6 years now. And my position here is a beverage director for the Dead Rabbit. So the Dead Rabbit was founded by two guys from Belfast, Jack McGarry, Sean Muldoon. So when Jack and Sean moved over, they really wanted to create a venue or a pub that like encapsulated what was going on in Ireland. They wanted to showcase Ireland is incredible, it's creative, there's loads of really good stuff happening, and they really loved the idea of merging like a pub with a cocktail bar. So they were like, when we are in Belfast, we love drinking in the cocktail bar, but then we would also want to go to the pub. So how do we make that happen? So I think they came up with this dual concept where we had the pub downstairs, the tap room, and then upstairs on the second floor was the parlour, which was this beautiful kind of experiential cocktail setting. And I think initially it did so well because no one had really done that before. When you look at like what the best bars in the world were at that time, they were kind of fancy hotel bars. Dead Rabbit, when we opened, was making these beautiful, very well created cocktails, but making it accessible to everybody. So as a guest, you could come in the morning, you could have an Irish breakfast and a cup of coffee, or you could have an incredibly curated cocktail. And so it really did well at that time because no one was doing anything like it. We really wanted to highlight what was going on in Ireland, you know. Let's have incredible whiskey. Let's make sure that when people have a pint of Guinness, I could have this Guinness back home, you know. This is a delicious Guinness, this is a great Irish coffee. And really, like, with the music, with the art, we just wanted to kind of create this experience that it was like, when you walk into Dead Rabbit, you're transported into all the things that make Ireland incredible. At Dead Rabbit, we're really lucky. So we're positioned in the financial district in Manhattan, but in this area there's a load of residents, there's a lot of tourists, and because we've been open for 10 years, we have like a lot of kind of people that come back to the bar from all over. So we're in this incredibly like culturally rich city. And so in terms of us making cocktails, we have to make sure that they work for people that live here, but also people that are visiting. So it really challenges us to be very thoughtful and intentional about what type of ingredients that we're working with, how we communicate that to our guests, and just making sure that we're working with a broad kind of spectrum of flavors, spirits, cocktail styles, which is great. That allows us as a team to be very kind of creative, and in how we hire for staff, we try and get people from kind of different experiences and different backgrounds so that we're able to make sure that our drinks are creative and they hit different boxes for different people. The Irish coffee at the Dead Rabbit, this is our most kind of famous serve, and it's something that we've perfected over the years. We really tried to kind of speak to really great ingredients, so we're using a fantastic Irish whiskey as the base. And then we've actually worked with an Irish coffee roaster in Galway, and they roast the coffee for us. The coffee that they roast is perfectly complementing the flavours in the whiskey, so the idea is that you're getting this kind of really delicious, well thought out product. And so first of all, we're going to pour 1 ounce of Bushmills into the glass. This is our hot coffee. We've added a little bit of syrup into the coffee as well, just to kind of sweeten it up and give the drink a little bit of richness. We're then going to spray some whiskey over the top of the coffee, and that kills all of the bubbles, so you get a really nice kind of smooth look. And then this is some whipped cream. So we keep this super cold, we whip it ahead of service, and so again the texture is going to be really nice and thick, and we're just going to lightly layer this over the top of the coffee. So you get this beautiful separation, and the idea is that the hot coffee is like this is super hot, but then the cream is cold, so two very different kind of like temperatures going on. On top we just grate some nutmeg as well, just again for that like nice spicy aroma. The nutmeg complements a lot of the flavours in the coffee and then also into the whiskey as well. This is our Irish coffee. So the coffee itself, this is our most popular cocktail completely. And the idea is that we want to make it for the guests as soon as possible. So there's very few touches in there. All the hard work goes kind of behind the scenes, but it means that when someone orders a coffee at the bar, they can get it in like 30 seconds, which is great. So enjoy. When people leave Dead Rabbit, they were like, that was an incredible experience, and it wasn't necessarily about, you know, these oysters were amazing, or the music was amazing, or we had this one cocktail, but it was that everything kind of matches at the same level, you know, and it's all, we're really striving to, it's not about being the best, it's about being like our best. So making sure that we are internally hitting all the points that we want to hit, so that when guests come in, they can really get like a true representation of what we want to, like what we want to serve, you know. But yeah, we want people to be, you know, like good hospitality. That's really important in Ireland, and it's really important to us. Delicious cocktails, just leave with a smile on their face.